Radhika, you are a relatively young fund house, and usually all these, things really, new ideas really come from the periphery, the newer, younger players, and they sort of come and disrupt and create a whole new game. How geared up do you think are the, relatively smaller, younger players in the mutual fund industry to drive something like this?
I'll answer that, and thank you for having me here. But, newer fund houses are often called innovative, etc. And this word in the context of innovation, and I'll also just plug into what Nilesh Bhai said, has always thoda sa scared me. India has today a lot of asset classes. You have equity, you have debt, you have gold, you have silver. You want to do bronze arbitrage, you can sit and go do that. You have SME, IPO. You have actually no shortage of asset classes today in India. Net, you still have 5 crore investors in the country. I genuinely believe our job is market expansion. Now, the other thing you have to realize is India is a very nuanced consumer market. You have treasuries and family offices with 1,000 crore corpus who can happily, who have a 10, 20-year risk appetite, who can absolutely put money into REIT and all this stuff. And you have people who are making their first 100 rupee SIP who don't even realize कि अगर मैं equity में पैसा डालूंगा मेरा return कितना होना चाहिए. That is the cross spectrum of consumer that we deal with. And I think you have to build you have to build products for consumers. So today in India, I think for 90% of consumers, actually equity and debt is just right. It is dal and chawal for a population that is not very, very nourished. And why should you confuse anybody with anything else? Dal chawal for the next 10, 20 years is actually good enough. For the next bracket of investors, by the way, SEBI has created something called specialized investment funds. Some of us have got licenses and are launching products. I'm sure many of them will. So for a 10 lakh consumer, we are giving dal chawal with some tadka, some ability to do derivatives. For a 1 crore consumer, SEBI has created AIFs where you have venture capital funds, SME, private credit, you have everything. So for different life stages, we are actually building diets. So I think, we have to be a little more nuanced about that. As far as innovation, I think innovation in any industry has come from outside, but I think innovation has to be deeply purposeful. I'll speak about 2 sensible pieces of innovation, one that came from our fund house and one from another one. The whole balanced advantage fund category is not very, very complicated. But I think it's an incredible innovation that came from a fund house that catered to the need of an Indian consumer. I think Bharat Bond ETF, in the way it's scaled, the whole concept of target maturity fund, FD in a tax efficient format is very sensible innovation. And the third most sensible innovation that has outclips the word mutual fund is what? It's not even a product. It's called SIP. It's a feature. It caters to the savings need of Indians. So we are innovative, but we are innovative with a purpose.